10 times the music industry looked the other way. 10 times profit mattered more than protection. 10 times contracts mattered more than careers. You know the songs, you've heard the hits, but the artists who created that music, the industry built fortunes on their backs while leaving them with pennies. Or worse, leaving them with nothing at all. This isn't about gossip. This is about accountability, about a system that's been broken for decades. And if you've ever wondered how somebody could sell millions of records and die broke, you're about to find out. Number 10, the Motown sharecropper contracts. Berry Gordy's Motown created the soundtrack to a generation. Where did our love go? Baby love. Stop! In the name of love. But here's what most people don't know. The Primettes, later the Supremes, signed their first Motown contract without a lawyer. They were teenagers. Their mothers had to sign for them. And the terms, industry insiders later called them sharecropper contracts. 7% royalties, split 3 ways. And that's before the label recouped every expense imaginable. Florence Ballard sang on 16 top 40 hits. 9 went to number 1. In 1968, when she left the Supremes, her attorney negotiated a settlement, $139,000 in back royalties. Sounds good, right? Here's the problem. Her attorney embezzled most of it. She sued Motown for more in 1971. Lost the case on a technicality. The judge said she should have returned money she never received in the first place. Florence Ballard died in 1976. She was 32 years old, broke, on welfare, living in her sister's house. The Supremes generated hundreds of millions. Florence died with nothing, and the industry kept the machine running. Number 9, TLC files bankruptcy while going diamond. 1995. TLC just released Crazy Sexy Cool. 14 million copies sold. 2 Grammys. The best-selling album by an American girl group ever. On July 3rd, they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. $3.5 million in debt, each member taking home less than $50,000 a year. At the 1996 Grammy Awards, Chili said it out loud. We've sold 10 million albums worldwide. We're as broke can be. The contract they signed as teenagers gave them 7% of album sales. Sounds thin, but it gets worse. Oh no, I don't want no more. After the label recouped studio costs, manufacturing, distribution, hotels, clothes, music videos, travel promotion, basically everything, TLC received 56 cents per album sold, split 3 ways. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. If you live at home with your mama. That's less than 20 cents each per album, while generating an estimated $175 million. They received about 1%. Left Eye said it best. This is a cutthroat business full of greedy individuals who take advantage of naive young artists. No stress. No. Years later, T-Boz revealed they paid $3 million to buy back the rights to their own name, $1 million per letter, TLC. The industry watched it happen. Labels kept doing business the same way. Oh yes, sir, I'm talking to you. Wanna get with me with no. Real talk. Only 9% of you are subscribed. That hurts. We're spending hours digging through archives, fact-checking every detail, bringing these stories back to life. And if you're watching this far, you clearly care. So hit subscribe. It's free and takes 2 seconds. Now, to my subscribers, barely any of you have joined the membership. And honestly, that stings even more. You know the work we put in. You keep coming back. If these videos have ever made you feel something, if this music means something to you, join the membership. It's one coffee a month, and it's the only way we keep this going. Let's build this together. All right, back to it. Number 8, the payola scandal targets black music. 1959, congressional hearings exposed payola, record companies paying DJs to play specific songs without disclosure. Sounds like equal opportunity corruption, right? It wasn't. Alan Freed, the DJ who championed a rock and roll and brought black R&B to white audiences, lost his career. So did black DJs across the country. Hal Jackson in New York, Jumpin', George Oxford in Oakland, Tom Clay in Detroit. Why can't you be true? You started back doing the things. Dick Clark, the one with corporate backing from ABC, he divested his business interests and walked away clean. TV Guide ran a story titled, "Guilty Only of Success," but here's what really happened. ASCAP, the traditional music publishers who represented Tin Pan Alley Pop, pushed Congress to investigate BMI, the rival group that represented rhythm and blues and rock and roll. The payola investigation wasn't about ethics. It was about power, about protecting the old guard from the new sound, about keeping black music marginalized. After the scandal, radio stations tightened playlists. Top 40 formats replaced DJ autonomy. Independent labels lost access. And the range of music getting airplay, especially black music, shrank dramatically. The investigation cleaned up radio. It also made it wider, and the industry acted like that was progress. Number 7, Sam Cooke's manager owns everything. 1963, Sam Cooke had a problem. RCA Records kept ignoring his requests to audit his royalties. He didn't trust their numbers. Enter Alan Klein, accountant, negotiator, the guy who forced RCA to open their books. Oh, to my brother. They owed Cooke $110,000 in unpaid royalties. Klein took a 25% finder's fee. Then he became Cooke's manager and set up a company called Tracy Limited, named after Cooke's daughter. In a little tent. On paper, Cooke owned it. In reality, Klein changed the paperwork, listed himself as owner, Sam Cooke as employee. December 1964, Sam Cooke died, shot at a Los Angeles motel. He was 33, no will. Klein owned Tracy. Tracy owned Cooke's recordings. Klein owned everything. As of 2019, Sam Cooke's family receives no royalties from his music. 0. A long time coming, but I know. You send me, a change is gonna come. Cupid, Wonderful World, all of it goes to Klein's Corporation, ABKCO. A change gonna come. Klein helped Sam Cooke fight exploitation, then exploited him worse than anyone else ever could have. And the industry let it happen because the checks kept clearing. Too hard living, but I'm afraid. Number 6, labels keep promoting known abusers. For decades, the music industry had a simple calculation. Does this artist make money? Then we keep working with them. Doesn't matter what they do off stage, doesn't matter who gets hurt, doesn't matter how many accusations surface. R. Kelly faced allegations starting in the 1990s, lawsuits throughout the early 2000s. A 2008 trial, Jim DeRogatis reporting on the story for years. The evidence kept mounting. His label kept releasing his music. His publisher kept collecting. Tours kept selling. The industry kept profiting. James Brown was arrested multiple times for domestic violence between 1987 and 2004. 4 separate incidents with his third wife alone. One incident sent her to the hospital. He received the Kennedy Center Honors in 2003. Women's rights advocates protested. The ceremony went ahead anyway. President Bush attended. Here's what the industry knew. Abusers make money. Protecting survivors costs money. And when you're choosing between profit and people, the industry chose profit every single time. It took until 2019, after Surviving R. Kelly aired, for RCA to finally drop him. Decades too late. After how many more victims, the pattern repeats because the incentive structure never changed. Number 5, NDA. Silence victims for decades.
Now I ain't coming back. I'm talking pedicures on our toes.
Non-disclosure agreements. Standard practice in settlement negotiations, right? Except the music industry turned them into weapons. An artist faces abuse, files a complaint. The company offers a settlement, but only if they sign an NDA. No public statement, no warning to others, no pattern establishing itself.
Fight till we see the sunlight. Tick-tock on the clock.
The abuser stays in their position, keeps working, keeps access to new potential victims, and the NDA ensures nobody knows what happened.
Fight till we see the sunlight. Tick-tock on the clock.
When the payola scandal broke, when TLC went bankrupt, when artists started talking about exploitation, the industry's first move was always the same: settle quietly, make them sign, move on.
But the party don't stop, no.
It worked because it isolated survivors. Each one thought they were alone, didn't know there were others, couldn't warn the people coming up behind them.
Like Mick Jagger, I'm talking about everybody getting crunk. Boys said to touch my.
By the time patterns became public, it was always the same story. This has been an open secret for years. Open secret. That's code for we all knew and nobody stopped it. The NDA protected the industry, not the artist.
Ain't got a care in the world, but got plenty of beer. Ain't got no.
Number 4, recording contracts as debt traps. You sign a record deal. The label gives you an advance, $50,000, maybe $100, feels like you made it. Here's what they don't explain.
I never want to be your weekend lover. No.
That's not a payment, it's a loan against future royalties. Every single expense gets recouped before you see a dime. Studio time, producer fees, manufacturing, distribution, marketing, tour support, music videos, travel, hotels. You go platinum, sell 1 million records, check your account, still in debt to the label. TLC learned this the hard way. The more successful, crazy, sexy, cool became, the more they owed. Success made them broker. And if you try to leave, you're still under contract. The label owns your recordings, owns your publishing, sometimes owns your name. This wasn't a secret, it was standard. The industry built it into every contract. Young artists signed because they didn't have lawyers, didn't have leverage, didn't have options. The label risked money up front. Fair enough. But the artists risked everything, their work, their name, their future. And somehow ended up with nothing. Math that only makes sense when profit matters more than people. Number 3, young artists sign without representation.
You say you're coming home, yet you never phone, leave me all alone.
17 years old. Somebody hands you a contract, says, this is your shot. You're sitting across from executives in suits. They have lawyers. You don't.
If you will stay with me.
You ask if you can take it home, review it, maybe show your parents. They say the deal's only good today. Sign now or we move on to the next kid. So you sign.
Every little hurt time.
That's how the Supremes did it. Mothers signing for teenage daughters. No legal counsel, just trust and hope. That's how TLC did it. 3 young women, same attorneys as their manager Pebbles, who owned their name and took their percentage. The industry knew exactly what it was doing.
You see, I can give you all the things that
17-year-olds don't negotiate, don't understand recoupment, don't know what in perpetuity means, and after you're locked in, after you realize what you signed, too late. Contract's valid. Courts rarely invalidate deals just because somebody was young and naive when they signed. That's not fraud. That's business.
every little bit.
The industry called it opportunity. What it actually was, exploitation with a pen.
I can give you all the things that you.
Number 2, publishing rights theft. You write a song, pour your heart into it, record it, it becomes a hit. Who owns it? If you sign the wrong contract, not you, publishing rights control everything. Who can record your song? Who can use it in commercials, movies, TV shows, sampling? Every dollar that song generates for the rest of time. And young artists sign those rights away for nothing, sometimes for $1 and other valuable consideration. Lawyers speak for basically free. Berry Gordy owned the publishing for most Motown songs. Artists wrote them. Motown owned them. Alan Klein owned Sam Cooke's publishing. Cooke wrote, "A Change Is Gonna Come" became a civil rights anthem. Klein's company collects every royalty. The artists who created the culture, their families get nothing, while corporations built on their work collect millions. Even if you got out of your recording contract, even if you renegotiated, even if you fought back, if they owned your publishing, they owned your legacy. Michael Jackson bought the Beatles catalog because he understood this. Whoever owns the publishing owns the power, and the industry made sure it wasn't the people who wrote the songs. Number 1, the industry erases its own history. Here's the ultimate betrayal. The industry doesn't just exploit artists, it erases them. Florence Ballard, industry calls her the tragic one, not the founding supreme who was betrayed by her own contracts. Sam Cooke died in a mysterious incident. Not, his manager owned everything and his family still gets nothing. The payola scandal cleaned up corruption, not targeted black DJs and suppressed black music. The industry writes its own history, calls exploitation tough breaks, calls theft business, calls systemic abuse the way things were back then. And when artists speak up, when they try to warn the next generation, the industry calls them bitter, ungrateful, living in the past. TLC stood on the Grammy stage in 1996 and said, "We're broke." The industry acted shocked. But every label executive in that room knew exactly how those contracts worked. They'd been signing them for decades. The erasure continues because the system benefits from it. If people don't know the history, they can't learn from it, can't demand better, can't protect themselves. So the cycle repeats. Different artists, same exploitation, same industry.